So let's look into something hilarious. A lot of times we've seen that people share screenshots of Google, and that gives us the idea what people are actually Googling about. And a lot of that is actually geographically based. So, Google India will, like if you're in India, you would press something, you would type something in the search bar, and it would give you suggestions that are the most searched keywords. In Pakistan, in Australia, it'd be different. So this is what our fellow pious Muslim brothers and sisters, no, not sisters. I wouldn't accuse them. No. It's not the women. Women are probably they'd be too shy to even look that up. But the naughty Indian Pakistani Muslim brothers, look what they're searching. YouTube. In Islam, can husband kiss wife's private parts? Because they're like, this is Bashir sitting with his friends, and his friend is saying, yeah, we're going to do that. Man, you're getting married next week. You're going to have the Suhagrat. You're going to have the wedding night. Yay! And then you're like, yeah, what am I going to do, man? And then they're planning. I know, boys, this is how they talk, right? So they're like, yeah, what are we going to do? And then he's going like, you're going to do this. Are you going to do that? Are you going to go down? Are you going to go crazy? Yeah? And then one guy says, nah, man, you can't do that. I've heard Mufti Saab, Maulvi Saab said that this is haram. You can't go there. You can't. This is disgusting. You cannot go down. It's like, no. So this is the biggest trending topic amongst Pakistani husbands-to-be, or Pakistani Indians, Muslim husbands-to-be. Can we kiss the private parts of our wives? Okay, so that's one. What about the next one? So that's the top of the agenda. What's the next one? Okay, now they're married. They're like, yeah, well, screw it. I'm just going down in there. I am eating that cake. Okay, so now they've decided. Now they're bored. It's been a week. It's been a month. Now they're like, yep, okay, I've done all of that. Now what should I do? Should I go the next level? What is the next level? In Islam, can husband drink wife's milk? I mean, what can I say to that? I mean, this is next level depravity. This is next level fetish, I don't know. I can't. I all I can imagine is Abdul getting it on with Rukhsana, and and saying, "Oh, honey, can I put some sugar on that too?" It's just, I can't do it. I can't do it. Let's get on with it. In Islam, how to sleep with wife. I shared that last week with you guys. There's Quranic verse for it. It says that women are like your wives are like a tilt. You can plow the field any which way you like. So you can sleep any which way you like. You don't just have to be a missionary man. In fact, it's against the sunnah to just to be a missionary man. So, you've got, Islam is a very liberating religion, but no backdoor entry though. That's definitely haram. You can't do that. And guys, obviously, always the consent is important. Once you've got the consent, then spooning is fine too. On the kitchen, on the floor, on the couch, at the edge of the bed, everything is fine. All goes well. You can do it any which way. That's fine. So what are you expecting, bro? For that, you need to go to other kind of websites, not YouTube. YouTube is not going to give you the visual depiction of how you can sleep with your wife. So there's the wrong place you're looking at, bro. Okay. Now the next one is in Islam, husband and wife relationship. Okay. That's not too bad, I guess, as a given that it's talking about other rights of your wives instead of just how to do jiggy with them, Okay. In Islam, how long can a husband stay away from his wife? I mean, is there anything else in Islam other than just, having sex, or how I can have sex? Can I suck the titties of, what is it? Is there anything else? No, there isn't. So let's have a look. So we're now up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 point. In Islam, how long can a husband stay away from his wife? And they are going to use that, ladies. They are going to use that against you, because if you're mad at your husband, or for whatever reason, you're like, nah, hubby, I don't want to sleep with you. You were flirting with my friend or my sister, and he's going through these other fetishes. Bhabhi, no bhabhi, sali, adi ghar wali. There's a saying in Pakistani and Hindi and Urdu that says the sister-in-law is also like half a wife. So that's what I say. It rhymes in Urdu. But anyway, so girls, he's gonna use that against you. Because if it goes, let's say 3 days, you've been mad. You're like, nah, don't come anywhere near me. And then he's going to pull out the hadith and he's going to tell you, in Islam, it's haram if your nikah, your marriage, the contract of marriage, falls apart if you don't sleep with him after so and so many days. By the way, I'm not sure. I think there are a few exceptions. It's a bit more complicated than that. But there's a very clear hadith. You can never say no to her, because angels will curse at wives till the morning, those who refuse to get laid with their husbands. Prophet Muhammad also said that a woman should comply with the sexual urges of her husband, even if she's on a camel's back. So imagine you're just having a romantic getaway in the 7th century Arabia. She's at the back of a camel. It's very hot, sun's beating down on you, there's no water in sight, and you just, all of a sudden, you go, wifey, what do you reckon? Should we get it on? Wife says, oh no, husband, it's so sweaty, it's hot, we're going to lose a lot of bodily fluids, and we wouldn't be able to replenish them. But husband says, no. Prophet said, you need to do it even if you're on a camel's back. So get on with it. That's the feminism of Islam. Anyway, what's the next one? In Islam, how to remove unwanted. That's a new one. I didn't see that. No shaving cream is allowed. You gotta get a knife, and be careful, because you might cut the Johnson and lose it altogether. Okay. In Islam, is it haram to have a boyfriend or girlfriend? You can't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, girl, kids. Jeez, this one is actually, no need to laugh at that. This is actually very profound. This is actually very thought-provoking. And that tells us that what young Muslim boys and girls looking for. They're like having this existential crisis, because obviously Islam doesn't encourage Pundi, it doesn't encourage, hey baby, can I take you out for a drink sometime? What drink? Halal drink? No, you can't. So Islam discourages that kind of behavior. But these youngsters, they're watching these movies. They're watching what was that vampire movie that everyone says still better than that movie? What's that one? Whatever. Like these kids, these youngsters are watching these Bollywood movies, these Hollywood movies, these, going on a prom, going on dates, and, having something, something that is natural. And they're like, oh, but we're Muslims. We don't do that. Do we? So that's what they're looking for. Okay, what's next? Come on, turn it up, boys. You're going down. In Islam, what happens when someone dies? Okay, so the first philosophical question after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After 7 topics, after 7 top trends, the 8th one is somewhat philosophical. But I guess even the ones who are looking for, they're not looking for what happens to your soul, what happens to your body, does it disintegrate or not. What they're looking for is that how much action do we get in the heaven? I think that's what they're looking for. That's why it's probably bumped up. Because why after death? It's Jannah. It's the houris they're looking for. But anyway, okay, let's just give them a benefit of the doubt. In Islam, can you kiss your wife on the lips? There's depravity. I mean, imagine having to live your life when you've just gotten married. You've got this beautiful wife next to you. Your blood pressure is through the roof. Your heart is like, you've never you've never seen a naked. Oh, actually, these days they probably would have seen a naked woman, but back in the old days, imagine you've never seen a naked woman. Now there's this woman in front of you, and hopefully she likes you too, and you're like, let me ask my daddy. Daddy, can I kiss my wife on the lips? And daddy's also door number. Daddy goes, which lips are you talking about? Oh, the mouth ones. Yes. Okay, yeah. I kiss your mummy on the lips. That's fine. With my lips. Nothing else. But anyway. So that's what these poor guys are looking for. I mean, that's so... Okay, in Islam, how to get pregnant fast? just how to get pregnant fast. There's only one way to do it. You gotta do it every which way. You gotta. What? I hope it means how to fall pregnant and not how to deliver. I hope the next one is not in Islam how to deliver a baby fast. In Islam, can a boy and girl be friends? Aww, that's cute. That's cute. But no, it can't happen. It cannot happen. That is so... I don't know. I think this tells us, jokes aside, this tells us that those people who say Islam is a religion of nature, I mean, Islam is compatible with nature. It's not compatible with nature. It is actually against nature, especially that of females. Men are allowed to have multiple wives. I guess once you reach puberty, 14, 15, because you can start getting married from the age of 14, 15. And when you get bored of your wife number 1, bring the wife number 2, wife number 3, wife number 4, and then you have all these sex slaves that you can have. So as a man, I think it's an easy life. But as a woman, nope. There's only one, that filthy, shabby, flaccid old fella that she has to look at all the time. And then, he's going to make all these filthy demands of her. And the poor woman has no other choice but to, have that. So, but in this day and age, you can't get married at the age of 14 or 15 for obvious reasons. You got to build your career, and you got to finish your education and find a good job and be financially stable. So by the time you're 27, 28, that's a lot of wanking. So you've done a lot of this self-action, and in the process, you're like so horny all the time. And there's no equivalent of, there's no sex slavery in modern day Muslim countries either. So you can't have that either. So that's the reason why it's against today's nature. Islam is against nature, and it's in human nature to be attracted to opposite sex or even same sex. Don't even get me started. Well, I wonder why none of the results yielded something like, in Islam, is it okay to have sex with a person of the same sex? That's because, there are no gays in Muslim world. That's what they say. So yeah, that basically tells you that it's inevitable that people are going to see other ex-Muslims, people are going to see other atheists, and they're going to say, yeah, look, he's living a cool life. I mean, why do I have to worry about it, right? Historically, they couldn't vent off. And they couldn't. There was no avenue for them to get out and explore other things. So I think that's the reason now Islam is gonna die even faster than ever. To help me produce more videos like these, support me on Patreon or PayPal.